Hi, my name is Chanel Dorsey, and I will be showing you the low tech device that I created for John. John is a 7-year-old child with cerebral palsy, and he is non speaking. He was recently evaluated for augmentative communication at a hospital based assisted technology assessment center. No one from the school, unfortunately, attended the evaluation. The place that he went to recommended a complex augmentative communication system that used auditory scanning and a head switch for activation. Unfortunately, that system does not work for the school that he is going to, because the scan feature is loud, so that causes problems in the classroom, and it was disruptive. And the head switch was in a bad position. So my task is to create a low-tech device for him. So I created a PEC system that he could use. A PEC system is a picture exchange system, communication system. I created the PEC system to be used with his aid. He's going to do partner assisted auditory scanning. So he's going to indicate his choice by vocalizing, blinking, smiling, and gazing. Um, and I'm doing this because he's nonverbal. I created a system that has kind of two parts to it because I'm not sure if he can actually use any part of his hands to touch, point, or move anything. So I created a two-part system that his aide could use to help him and assist him to move some things. Um, I would start out by giving him a preference questionnaire to see his likes and his dislikes and kind of incorporate that into um, the PEC system that we're using. So I will show you the PEC system. I'll show you a few of the lessons that you could do on it, and we'll go from there. So this is the system that I created. It's just a basic system. Can you guys see it? Okay, it's just a basic system. This could be used for like a morning meeting when you guys are talking, asking questions. Again, he'd have his aide with him. He could say how are you, answer yes or no, goodbye, please, hi, thank you, and can I play if you guys are playing some sort of game. And the way this works is if he can, eventually, there's this piece that goes with it. You can actually pull the Velcro pieces off and say, create sentences and go from there. So that works with this. And then you would attach that to this so that he can create his sentences or his phrases or you can verbalize for him. The next portion is colors. So this could be a lesson about learning colors, identifying colors. You could put this, you could use this with anything really. So this is going to be about colors. What you could do is ask them to identify a color, and you can look down there. Say, okay, identify green. He can either look, and then the partner assisted scanning would say, which one is green? Is this one green? Is this one green? Is this one green? And then he would either nod his head, blink, or vocalize, and then they can take this, put this here on this part, and then that's the way that the teacher could assess how he's doing. Go around and check this as well. Also, using manipulatives and visuals with the colors. Could say, can you find this color? So, can you find this color? And then, like, actually, he might not be able to move his hands, but if his aid assists him and lets him feel because they have a nice feeling to them, like using his senses. Um, you can use colors and shapes to do this lesson, and crayons. Pull out a crayon. What color is this? And then he can, again, with the partner-assisted auditory scanning, vocalize, blink, smile when the aid picks the color that it is. Again, some other things that you can use, color wheel. And then in this system, I also have, sorry, this is letters that can be used if you're having a spelling lesson. And again, they can just be taken off, placed on here as such. Then I have some other things in here as well. And these are just, again, PEC system, where you can say, okay, do you want to tie your shoes? I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. And then this way, the aide, because I'm sure he'll have an aide, can talk to him and say, okay, are you hungry? I am hungry. And then he can again use his vocalizing, blinking, smiling, or he can point if he can. Depending on how his hands are, he might be able to touch places on the picture board. And then these are just some other things that he can use to communicate, because this system should be used across all settings, home and in school. There's other things in here that he can use, like this could be his choice board for, he likes cars, so he might want to have a car to play with, or that might be his preference. So he could pick which one he has. And again, so identifying animals. Again, he can identify animals with this, and then like I like to do is use manipulative with this. So here's our animals. Okay. What is this? And then we have the PEC system that he can use with his aid and identify where the dog is. If you don't want to use stuffed animals, there's also other things that you can use. What is this? Where is this? To use with the PEC system. And again, there's some fruits and vegetables. And then here's some things. This is a schedule for him in his PEC system so that he can see what his schedule is for the week. And just some other things that you can actually take from here and use in a lesson up here. I also have some more letters, and I have some numbers in here so that it's easy to switch your lessons within this PEC system. So you can switch from lesson to lesson with ease, because the rest of what you need is back here. So there's 3 different places up here that have the Velcro on it, and then back here there's other things that you can use to place on the Velcro up here. And then again, you can move this from here to here to make sentences. You can make, you can do math with the numbers, add and subtract, multiply and divide. But for him, because he is 7 and he's coming into the school, you need to start off slow and sure. So then the next thing is that I have would be for him is for his lunch. So again, using the partner assisted auditory scanning with his aid, he has the I want sticker on here, and then up here would be preloaded what his lunch choices would be for the day. And then she could say, do you want spaghetti? Do you want a burger? Do you want fries? And then he can either blink or nod, vocalize, or if he can point himself, pull off the fries. If he points to this, he might not be able to pull it off. That's where the aid comes in. Pull off the fries, put it down there. Pull off the burger, put it down there. And then pull off the soft drink and put it down there. And then when it's time to take the lunch count in the morning, we can say, okay, this is what he wants for lunch, and then give the lunch count. So my reasoning for creating this system is because of what the recommendation was from the evaluation, which was the complex augmentative communication system that uses auditory scanning. So I wanted to do something that he could still kind of use the auditory scanning, and that would be the partner assisted with this. And then the head switch for activation. So again, if he's doing auditory scanning, if he can maybe move his hand to point, or if he could, with the partner assisted, the person could say, okay, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want this? What is, using the manipulatives, what is this? And then he can point. You can, the aid could verbalize for him, okay, this is what you want. And then you have your strip where you can actually put what he actually wants and says. Well, doesn't say, but what he verbalizes to you using the assisted auditory scanning. So again, for this child, I created a PEC system. It's kind of a mixture between just the regular boards like this and the Velcro, and you can go back and forth between, and you can use them interchangeably. And again, also using manipulatives along with it. So instead of just saying, okay, which one is the red one, you can say, what color is this? Or on the, with the letters and the spelling, can you find this letter on here? Is this the letter? Is this the letter? And so on and so forth. And then we can kind of gauge where he's at and where he could be with his learning and how he could learn, because again, we're getting him and he's been evaluated by someone who is not in our school, and it's all about trial and seeing what works best with him and what doesn't work for him. And you can customize it any way that you need to. This can go with any type of lesson. All you need to do is get the pictures. So all you need to get is the pictures, and you can customize this in any way for any lesson. And again, manipulatives go well with these so that they have the pictures and they have something more concrete that they can see go along with the pictures.